Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening process. And this video is going to be about when you have the actual experience of life, your life experience speeding up, randomly just cranking up a notch. And the way this manifests, it manifests in a whole lot of ways really, and they all sort of stack up to create this experience of acceleration. And because it's an adjustment period, it can be very chaotic and nutty. I just noticed this the other day for me. And for me yesterday, it wasn't like, it was yesterday. Nothing crazy happened, but it was like one of those days where 2 or 3 things that I sort of forgotten about for some reason, which I rarely do, I remember that I had to do on that day. And then on that same day when I had this additional stuff I had to do, which already sort of stressed me out, random things that, can occur, can go wrong, like a whole bunch of them just happened to happen all in like a very short succession in conjunction with what I just mentioned. I was already feeling sort of stressed to begin with going into the day, feeling maybe not quite myself. And just all of this, it's not like one thing in and of itself is not like a big issue, but when several of these things happen all at once, it's just like, holy shit. It's just like life is getting crazy. Just too much to do, too much to like even think about. It drains your mind, it makes your mind exhausted, And in these periods we go through these little jumps here and there, little periods of acceleration. In the past, even though it didn't take me too long to kind of realize that this does sometimes happen, it just seems like one of the many bizarre experiences we can go through during an awakening process. But I found it is sort of easy to like get caught up in the undertow of this acceleration and go kind of crazy in your mind and just sort of stress yourself out, because it can seem like you've lost control over your life and there's just too much going on. So I kind of wanted just to talk about that in case a lot of you guys might not realize that this is just sort of something to expect. It does happen sometimes. At least I can notice it. I think it has a lot to do with just my own personal evolution, but perhaps even more of this collective vibrational jump we're going through. Again, sometimes there's these little acceleration points. And what I've learned to do is just to kind of accept it, expect it from time to time, and do my best just to sort of let go. Because you try to keep up with what's happening, you try to cling too tightly to being in control of everything, your awakening is just going to have its way with you, man. Because that's the whole thing. We're all being shaken to finally give it up and to let go and to realize we don't always have to be on top of everything mentally. That it's okay to trust the flow of our life. And all this stress is the direct result of the clinging. It's like we're just floating down this river in a little inner tubes, and the river's getting faster and faster and faster and faster and wider, and the waves are getting more and more and more rocky. And when you can sort of like flow with it, it's exciting, it's exhilarating, it's no longer so boring, and things don't take quite as long, and it can be really joyful and blissful. And you see a lot of cool stuff along the way, a lot of beautiful scenery, beautiful moonlit evenings and sunsets and whatnot, and it can be a blissful, ecstatic experience. But if you're still trying to cling to the previous speed by grabbing at debris in the river, you're just going to freak yourself out and stress yourself out. There's no point of trying to control this thing, this beast, this wave we're all floating on right now. The key to peace and harmony is to let go within the chaos, which is not easy, but it's something I was able to do intuitively the whole time. I just didn't choose to do it very often in the beginning. But now whenever stuff like this happens, big events happen in my life, big emotional surges, all these things that we all go through, it's more instinctive for me now to let it go and just to let it be. And even though sometimes I'm caught off guard and I get stressed out for a minute, I'm quick now to step back, allow the experience to unfold the way it's trying to, knowing there's a reason for it, knowing there's some sort of seed of wisdom to be gleaned, and that it's ultimately for a greater purpose. A lot of us say we want speed. We can't wait to be in the fourth density energies. Well, you want speed, you're getting it. Now you got to learn to adjust to it. And that's what we're all doing. We're all doing our best to adjust to the increasing speed of this machine we are all connected to. So again, this wasn't really like to give you specific advice, rather just to sort of talk about a very common symptom of this awakening, this ascension, more specifically in this case. And not to worry, not to cling, just to let it go and just do your best to ride the wave. So I hope that helps you guys. I will speak to you in another video. Have an amazing day. Thank you for the loving support, the loving energy. You guys are constantly hooking me up with awesome, really cool and warm comments, and I just appreciate it very much. And it's just a blessing. So thank you very much. Peace out.